Harvard grad lawyer Lantarang Pinangalanan ang PR sa likod ng Pandaraya ni Cory noong 1986 na eleksyon. Tauhan ng PR ni Cory, siyang nagpapanalo pala kay Leni noong 2016 gamit ang Smart Magic. Magandang araw bayan, magandang araw Pilipinas. Panibagong araw na naman at meron na naman tayong pag-uusapan. Ngunit bago ang lahat, kung hindi ka pa nakakapag-subscribe sa aming channel, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell para mas maging updated ka sa mga newly released naming videos. Tunay ngang reinkarnasyon ni Cory si Leni. Ito ang naging konklusyon ng isang mananalaysay matapos mapag-alaman mula sa isang Harvard grad lawyer na ang tumulong pala kay ex-Vice President Leni upang manalo ito ay walang iba kung hindi ang mismong right hand ng PR ni Cory. Ayon pa sa kanya, si Mark Malek Brown ang naging chairman ng Smartmatic noong 2014 na siyang naghatid rin kay Leni sa posisyon bilang vice-presidente. Sinasabing ang tao ring ito ay ang kanang kamay ni Sower Miller, ang campaign manager ng tunay na diktador na si Cory Aquino. Kasabay nito, isiniwalat rin ng naturang abogado ang mga hidden agendas at masasamang balak ni na Cory. 10 ng mga kumukontrol sa kanya kung bakit gustong-gusto nalang mapatalsik sa pwesto si dating Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Sr. Bunsod nito, mas kinabahan ang magkapatid na sina Chris at Bolsey dahil unti-unti nang nakokonekta ang mga maliliit na tuldok na siyang tuluyang maglalabas sa baho ng mga dilawan. Narito ang kanyang kontrobersyal na paniniwalat. Sawyer Miller, Cory Aquino's secret weapon during the snap elections 1986. Cory Aquino's worked with a New York-based public relations firm called Sawyer Miller that managed her public performance during the 1986 snap elections. Sawyer Miller is an American public relations and political strategist firm which one of the most expensive and most sought-after outfits in the world after EDSA 1. Los Angeles Times called this firm spin doctors to the world. James Harding's book, Alpha Dogs, The Americans Who Turned Political Spin into a Global Business, revealed its operation during the electoral campaign to transform Aquino's blonde widow to a fiery candidate. According to the book, the firm is a political powerhouse directing democratic revolutions from the Philippines to Chile, steering 12 presidents and prime ministers into office. Mark Malek Brown, the Sawyer Miller's man in the Philippines at that time, flew to Iloilo to see Cory to handle her campaigns and wrote nearly of all her speeches during the elections. While in the Philippines, he disguised as the correspondent of the British news magazine, The Economist. According to Harding's book, Malek Brown even had to sit to the floor of Cory's campaign bus to hide himself from public view. After Sawyer Miller, Malek Brown became the United Nations Deputy Secretary General and the Nuki Government Minister. He was knighted in 2007. In 2013, Malek Brown became the chairman of Smartmatic, the company that provided vote counting machines for the computerization of the 2016 presidential elections. Malek Brown reportedly was in Manila in 2015 and allegedly persuaded Comelec chairman Andres Bautista to purchase Smartmatic's vote counting machines for the 2016 elections. According to the book, it was Malek Brown who got Cory to stick to a single message with a bumper sticker simplicity, "Marcos is corrupt, Marcos is a dictator." Malek Brown's message has defined how the supporters of the Yellow think to this day. Malek Brown think there is nothing like the Philippine politics. It is like the greatest political soap opera on earth in a way. There is a level of drama and melodrama to it, which, when you go next door to Thailand or Malaysia, where all the politicians are very jolly man, there is just none of excitement around it, he said. Samantala, narito naman ang kanyang karagdagang paniniwala sa nangyaring pandaraya ng mga galamay ni Cory noong 1986 snap elections, dahilan kung bakit tinatawag ngayong EDSA Blay, ang EDSA 1 Rebellion. A plausible answer to EDSA 1986 questions. Historian Salvador Escalante and J. Agustus de la Paz of the Truth and Justice Foundation asked if it was a genuine revolution, were the radical changes that it should have set in place? If it was popular, why were the beneficiaries so few? If it was all Filipino, why was there American intervention? If it was for Benigno Ninoy Aquino, how valid as a cause was he? If it was to install his wife, Cory Aquino, to the presidency, was it worth it? And why has life become much harder and politics even more corrupt after the so-called EDSA people power? Harvard-trained lawyer-economist Alejandro Lechoco, in his riveting book Hunger, Corruption, and Betrayal, provided a plausible answer to the questions. So-called EDSA revolution, he said, didn't really restore democracy. What it did was to replace Marcos with economic dictatorship of the International Monetary Fund, World Bank, or IMF, WB. These agencies dictated policies of what passed for a democratically elected government, but which in fact were essentially agents that functioned as their virtual proxies or agents. He said governments that came after Marcos made it a policy to cave in or surrender to everything that the IMF and the WB demanded. And what those two agencies demanded was the total liberalization and privatization of the economy. That's what has caused the troubles and the misery, among other things. Elaborating, Lechoco said, the IMF WB wanted, number 1, total lifting of all government control over transactions involving the use of foreign currency, such as for imports, travel, transfer capital abroad, investment overseas, and the like. Number 2, elimination of the government presence in the economy, except as tax collector, and even that role might be dismantled and the function of tax collection given over to a private enterprise. Number 3, elimination of all restrictions on foreign investments so as to empower foreign investors. For example, to own land, operate public utilities, and exploit natural resources, and otherwise do everything that Filipinos are allowed to do. And number 4, the devaluation of the pesos. Thoughts on this? Ayon naman sa isang tanyag na vlogger, I wish people would pause and ponder deeply on why regime changes happen around the world. The truth is always hidden at a plain view. The reasons Filipinos are accustomed to are not really the reasons. Before we say never again, we should ask important questions like the ones in the post. Anong masasabi niyo ukol rito mga kababayan? Just comment it down below sa comment section and give a massive thumbs up kung nagustuhan mo ang paksang ating tinalakay. At huwag kalilimutang mag-subscribe sa channel na ito. Maraming salamat sa inyong walang sawang panonood.